Hey guys, it's Pelly. I hope you had a great week. If you didn't, you will soon. But let's get into our weekly fashion recap in the series Fash Life. Today we will be talking about the February issue of Vogue, the new Barbie and Balmain collection, and drama at Bottega. And without further ado, let's get into it. The February issue of Vogue features Squid Game star HoYeon Jung on the cover. She is the first East Asian model to be featured on the cover alone. Before, Vogue had Chinese model Li Wen on the cover back in 2017 and Sherishi Yuminu in 2021. Before she made it big as an actress on her Netflix series, HoYeon Jung started out as a model in her home country. She eventually went international, gracing the runway for top fashion brands like Louis Vuitton and Fendi. The issue features the model turned actress in all the hottest items from Miu Miu to Prada. The cover is very important for both fashion and Vogue history. And while it has received mostly positive feedback, there are people, myself included, criticizing Vogue for their choices on covers. We're tired of the gray background. All we ask is some creativity and covers that make a statement, which we know they can do. But with how they started the year with that Olivia Wilde issue that was drier than the desert she was in, something needs to be said. With that being said though, HoYeon looks stunning on the cover and she made fashion history. Balmain and Barbie announced their collaboration this week. The limited edition collection is inspired by Barbie's signature pink and the brand's bright iconography. Olivier Rousteing, creative director of Balmain, took to his Instagram saying that the collaboration was a dream come true and posted a throwback picture of himself as a child playing with a doll. Much of the items play around with familiar Balmain features, like the in-your-face labyrinth pattern that the brand is pushing. The collection is apparently 100% unisex according to the fashion house. But don't you just have to say something is unisex to make it unisex? Anyway, Mattel, the company that owns Barbie, also auctioned off some Barbie by Balmain NFT, a one-of-a-kind digital asset that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. The collaboration obviously reminded a lot of people of the Moschino Spring 2015 collection where Barbie partnered up with them, but I think this is different enough to be its own thing and not be constantly compared. I actually really like the collection. It's more Balmain than Barbie and does not at all feel childish. It doesn't take itself too seriously either. Balmain really has fun playing with Barbie. What do you think about the collection? Now let's quickly go over some fashion highlight this week. Loewe dropped a collection inspired by Spirited Away. Condé Nast announced that they will be launching Vogue Philippines, and the Euphoria cast had an iconic second season premiere event. Legendary supermodel Paulina Perizkova spoke to the Sunday Times about ageism and society's obsession with looking young. Then we have Kanye West and his new girlfriend Julia Fox just doing the most. He apparently surprised her with an entire hotel suite full of clothes by Diesel during the date and even did a photo shoot together. Kanye also announced a future collaboration with his brand Yeezy, Gap, and Balenciaga. Bottega took over parts of the Great Wall of China, and Adele is a fashion icon in her newest music video. Those are some highlights this week. Now to our final story. What is going on at Bottega Veneta? Who is Matthew Blazy? And what happened to Daniel Lee? So for the last couple of years, there's been this hype for Bottega that's been building up. From that Be a Whole Lot of Money song to the square toe heels and Bottega green that everyone seems to be obsessed with, much of the hype is credited to Daniel Lee, who became creative director of the brand back in 2018. He introduced the now famous clutch bag, which became the fastest selling bag in the brand's history. In 2018, he was nominated for 4 British Fashion Awards: Brand of the Year, Women's Wear, Accessories, and Design of the Year. He won all 4 of them. On November 10, 2021, Kering, the fashion conglomerate that owns the brand, announced that Bottega Veneta and Daniel Lee had decided to end their collaboration. This shook the fashion industry and had everyone speculating what happened, because just a month ago in October, the brand received critical acclaim for their collection during Detroit Fashion Week. There are some theories as to what happened, One source told Women's Wear Daily that it might be linked to multiple workers being unhappy with the atmosphere at the company. Insider also told the outlet that Daniel Lee's creative influence was tempered by his being seen as uncommunicative, with him allegedly alienated colleagues and even leading some people to quit. Then just a few weeks after a new creative director was announced, Twitter user by the name of Louis Pisano tweeted, allegedly, and this comes from incredibly close to the matter and reliable source, Daniel Lee was promptly fired by the CEO of Current after he allegedly called someone a bleep bleep in a meeting at Bottega Veneta. The corporation replied back denying the claims, tweeting, "We deny what you have been told and what you have shared about the reason of the departure of Daniel Lee from Bottega Veneta." Well, whatever the reason is, it has to be personal. The brand is thriving right now and Daniel Lee was on a roll. It can be a financial or a creative reason. It has to be something personal, and based on what's being said, it looks like it has to do with how Daniel Lee treats other workers. Matthew Blasey was announced to be Bottega's new creative director. He was previously the design director for the brand. I think it was a great move for the company to choose someone within. They're very successful right now. They don't need a makeover. They should continue on with what they were doing. And to promote someone who already understands that is smart, in my opinion. I'm just very tired of seeing this headshot. But other than that, what are your thoughts on Bottega Veneta's behind the scenes drama? So what are your thoughts on all of the stories today? Be sure to comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe for more fashion related videos, and remember to keep living that Fash life. Bye!